What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for my review of Michonne's final episode of The Walking Dead series. This is going to be for The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 13. However, this is not just some regular episode. This is Michonne's final episode review.
Where the hell is your family?
The island's not clear. It was, until the others came.
Okay, guys, so that was Michonne's last episode of The Walking Dead, Season 10, Episode 13, What We Become, which is the name of Volume 10 of the Walking Dead comic book series. Now, I just want to say, guys, I really am really happy with the way this one went, because honestly, I know maybe for some people you were expecting more, and, sure, but honestly, I think they did a really good job with this episode. I think they did a really good job of kind of setting up something, which we're going to talk about in a minute, but also really giving Michonne a really good, send-off, I feel like. So yeah, now they did this episode for me. Now, okay, first of all, I might want to say this, in my opinion, was a very great episode. Just constantly with this second half, another great episode of The Walking Dead. But the reason why I say that is because I feel like this is Michonne's last episode, and I feel like they put enough care into it that it warrants at least into the greats, because, this is her last episode, this is her send-off episode, and whether or not, you guys like it is, remains to be seen. Maybe you guys hated this episode, maybe you guys loved it, maybe you liked it, meh, I want to see in the comments section what you guys think about Michonne's last episode, but, I can definitely say that I'm very happy with the way it went off. Now, here's the one thing it's setting up for, is the Rick Grimes movies. So, obviously, at the end of the episode, she finds some new people, and possibly the CRM is all there at the end of the episode. Like, a lot of the soldiers are there at the end of the episode. And will she go find Rick? Yeah, it looks like she probably will find Rick, and that we will probably see Michonne, pretty much 99.9%, I'm pretty much sure of it, we're going to see Michonne in one of the Rick Grimes movies. So, what this means, well, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is that we're going to see Michonne find Rick. The bad news is that it's going to take probably a good few years before we ever even see Michonne and Rick actually find each other again. Because the first movie is barely even out, it hasn't even filmed yet, it's still being written as we speak, and we don't even know if Michonne's going to be in the first Rick Grimes movie, or if they're going to push that to the second movie, it's things like this, that I'm really, really curious about, but, definitely, I can definitely say that I'm very happy with, them not killing Michonne, and having her go find Rick. So, that is her exit. That's something I want to get out out of the way right at the beginning of this review, but now, let's discuss the episode. Let's talk about it from the beginning to end, and we'll give our thoughts. So, it starts off with, of course, the Andrea scene that we saw, in sneak peeks and all this type of stuff, and she doesn't save her, she lets her die. And she takes her stuff later on, which is really crazy. But, basically, then, of course, we get to the normal time, we get to see her and, Virgil, and, he kind of, lies to Michonne, his family is dead, which is not a big twist for me. I kind of was expecting something like that, or for him just to not have a family with him at all. So yeah, and, he doesn't really have any guns at all or anything like that. He basically lies to her and just kind of brings her there to, I guess, take out his family, his zombified family or something like that. But she's kind of in a rush. She wants to get back home and all this kind of stuff. And basically, she wants to get back home. She's like, where are these guns? Your family's dead, fine, but you made me a deal, and you're not listening now that we're here. And he basically locks her into a, cell, or a, she's basically his prisoner now. So, for me, was that shocking? Yeah, it was, because even though I didn't trust Virgil, I didn't expect things to go this far and have Michonne actually be a prisoner. But of course, she gets pretty much like drugged basically by Virgil, and then we get to probably the craziest part of the episode for me, where basically we see like a what if type thing, which I don't like those in shows, like the what if type moments. But I thought it was pretty well done in this. You know, I thought it was pretty well done. Where, you know, she basically goes to, you know, all the times where, you know, she was like the good person. Now it's kind of the opposite. She's like the bad person, that type of thing. So, you know, we see, you know, her kind of, you know, well, first of all, not saving Andrea. Then we see, of course, if you guys remember in Clear, the guy that was running with the backpack and stuff. He's like, help me, and this time it's Michonne who's asking for help, and Daryl, you know, basically says, you know, let's go, you know, before Michonne catches up to us. So, you know, and it's kind of funny because they try to make Daryl like a lot younger, like in season 3 Daryl, but it still makes him look just like season 10 Daryl. So, because they make him wear the same outfit as season 3, but then you just see like the long hair with the gray, and it's like, no, it didn't really work. But it's just a what-if type situation, so it's fine. But, yeah, but anyway, it just shows how much Norman Reedus has aged, you know, since then. But basically, you know, we get to see her run into, well, shockingly, run into Negan. So, you know, this is probably one of the best parts for me, where she actually joins the Saviors, which I did not expect to see. And we see Laura, we see DJ, and some of the others. I don't know if we saw, I think I saw Rapey Davey back there too, and just a few others. So it was cool that they did that. But they had a bunch of Negan Saviors, and Negan walks up to Michonne, and, you know, Michonne joins the Saviors. And actually, in this one, when they go in to kill the Saviors in their sleep, Michonne kills Heath, and then she kills Glenn. Which is crazy, absolutely crazy. So, that is Glenn's, you know, second death, I guess. Or well, I guess like his 50,000th death, since I'm counting like Nicholas almost killing him, you know, with the dumpster, or his real death, or, you know, his Terminus death, or like all this. Like, Glenn has died in so many different ways. It's kind of insane. But in this version, Michonne shoots Glenn basically, and you know, kills him, takes him down. And we get to see her, you know, at the lineup, which is also crazy. So she looks right into Rick's face, and I'm just like, oh man, like Rick, like I just, like when I'm watching it, I'm just like, oh, I want Rick back in Walking Dead so bad, honestly. When I was watching this episode and I see her, Michonne, look at Rick, you know, in the Lucille scene where she does it instead of Negan, you know, because he's doing eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and then he goes to Daryl, he's like, no, that's not me to do, or whatever, and then, you know, basically, he makes Michonne, you know, kill the you know, the victim, right? So, Michonne just looks right into Rick's face, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, that is so sad for me, because, like, I don't know, like, I miss Rick so much, guys, I really, really do, and this episode just reminded me of how much I miss Rick, you know? But basically, Michonne kills, like, the Michonne in lineup, which I found kind of weird. And, you know, she basically just swings at the camera, and that's who she was pointing Lucille to, is herself, I guess. Her good self, you know? So, yeah. But just crazy how they actually managed to do that without having to get Andrew Lincoln to come back or anything. Like, the editing in this was really, really, really well done. And having, you know, the lineup and having all these things, and then still having it look like she's actually in front of Andrew Lincoln and Lauren Cohan and all these guys, like, they did a pretty good job of making it look accurate, you know, because we know full well they weren't there. It was just like, you know, the back of the head of some guy that looked like Rick, like some, you know, extra guy or whatever. But they made it look like Michonne was looking right in front of Rick. It was well done. This is why I have to give them credit, because you know, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, because I personally really, really enjoyed it when she the lineup, just everything like that. And I just, it's so crazy to see all these iconic moments from the show. And the lineup is one of them for sure. And, you know, I love it. So basically the last part of her kind of drugged, hallucinations is where it's like all out war, like the war with the Saviors, where, you know, Michonne is kind of running from Rick and the others, and Daryl shoots Michonne and takes her down. And definitely the best part of the hallucinations, absolutely the best part of the hallucinations, for me at least, is when you see Michonne go for her sword, and Rick with the boots puts his foot down or whatever on her arm, and I'm just like, when you see the boots, it's like, oh crap, are they gonna do it? Are they actually gonna show his face? Are they actually gonna show Rick? Like, I was on the edge of my seat when I saw that. When I saw the boots, at first, I was like, oh my god, are they actually going to show it? No, it's going to cut off. And they didn't. They actually did show where it's basically an edited version. If you guys didn't know, it's an edited version of the shot from Season 2, Episode 7, Pretty Much Dead Already, where Rick has the gun, but they made his beard grayer and, like, the hair longer, and they made it look like all-out war Rick that kills Michonne. And wow, like, honestly, guys, I can't even tell you how much that I couldn't believe it when I saw it. So, and he kills Michonne. And then, of course, so that's that. Those are, like, the best parts of the episode for me right there. But that's not all. Now, we get to see Virgil, basically. So, she escapes from Virgil. She helps the other people that are in the other cell that apparently they knew Virgil before and all this kind of stuff when he had his family originally. Michonne gets out, the other 3 people, they get out, and, you know, instead of killing Virgil, they decide to basically save him, which, okay, and he decides to stay at the island while the others, you know, kind of go on the boat and kind of go back, but, before that, which I can't do it, guys, I really, so, basically, let's talk about it. So, she finds Rick's boots, and she finds a cell phone with a drawing of her and Judith, and it says Rick on it. I'm just like, oh my god, like what, like how long ago was this? Like, I'm just like Michonne, like I'm just freaking out as much as Michonne at this point. I was like, how long ago was this? Like, how long ago was Rick at this island? Was he on this island? How did his boots get here? Like all this stuff. Like it's like, oh my god, like, you know, it's just like, I really, like, they I love how they do it because you don't know as a fan, you are just as clueless as Michonne. You know, the only part of this that we know more than Michonne is that Rick is actually alive. But now Michonne is kind of caught up to where we're at, you know, where we know, you know, like, we know Rick's alive, but we don't know where he is, we don't know anything about why he was on this island, how he was on this island, why his boots are here, like, it's just... and that cell phone picture, like, I just, wow, guys, really, like, just wow. I didn't know what to say when I was watching that. So, you know, she radios in Judith, of course, talks to RJ and stuff, but she tells Judith basically that, you know, no matter what, I gotta get home to you. Yes, the brave man is alive. And what is Judith gonna do? Like, is Judith... Please tell me that Judith is going to tell everybody at Alexandria and everybody around her that Rick is alive. Please tell me she's going to do that. Because I want to see the look on Daryl's face when he finds out Rick's alive. That is honestly... I want to see the look on Daryl's face when he realizes that Rick is actually alive. Like, I need to see that. Maybe for you guys, you're like, well, what does that matter? But no, it's a huge deal because... They are like brothers, guys. Like, honestly, like, I want to see Daryl's reaction if Judith tells him. Like, if Judith just keeps it to herself, I swear, like, and I have a gut feeling they may do that, where Judith doesn't even tell them that Rick is alive and that Michonne's going to look for him. Like, please tell me Judith is going to let them know that that's where Michonne is going. She's going to go find Rick. And, you know, when she tells them, I can't wait, you know, if we get that, you know, but anyway, so... Basically, you know, that's that. Michonne is gonna go find Rick. Judith is the one that pretty much convinces Michonne to go find him no matter what. We're safe here with Daryl, you know, we're fine. She does lie and say that, you know, everything's good, where basically it's not because Beta is still, you know, around and stuff. But, you know... Either way, you know, I loved it. And she makes, of course, some zombie pets, and like the part we talked about at the end, you know, they run into, she runs into some new people, and Michonne is going to go find the CRM group that'll lead to her finding Rick. So, and can I be the only one to notice that they played the same music at the end of this episode as the music they played when Rick blew up the bridge? Can I please be the only one to notice that? Because, you know, I was like, wow, like, honestly. So, you know... What else can I say about this episode aside from, like, I absolutely was mind blown. An incredible episode. Screw Virgil. And let's get excited for the Rick movies. Because, you know, and it's like, I would be sad about Michonne more, but now we know that there's some kind of storyline here that's being set up for the movies. And we know we're going to see Andrew Lincoln probably again, and Denai Guerrera again in a movie together. Like, I can't wait. So, and Heath. Let's not forget about Heath. So, yes, so many people out there are a big fan of Heath, so I figured I'd mention that. But, and Garbage Lady. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to look forward to in the movie. But, I mean, what else can I say from this episode aside from, like, it is a 10 out of 10 for me. You know, honestly, for you guys that hate it, and I'm really, really wondering for this one, are there some people out there that really didn't like this episode? Because at the time of filming this video, you know, it hasn't released yet on Sunday. I really don't know what people are thinking about the episode yet. But me personally, and this is just me before I hear anybody's response, I personally am going to tell you, I really absolutely just loved this episode, and I'm so excited for the Rick Grimes movies. I'm so excited. So, write your comments in the comment section below, guys. That is Michonne's final episode. Next week is going to be episode 14. We're just getting right back to it now. Just the whispers, Beta, Alpha's head's going on a pike next week. Beta's finding out, so let's get excited for that. But it's like, wow, like, you know, all this stuff just happened now, and I can't believe it. And I cannot believe that, you know, we're actually going to see Michonne find Rick probably in the next couple years at least. We're going to see something. So, I cannot wait, guys. Absolutely cannot wait. So write your comments in the comment section below. We will miss Michonne. Hashtag, Queen Michonne, definitely for this video, because she is the queen of The Walking Dead for me. I love Michonne, and, of course, Maggie's coming back, so we will kind of gain another character, but, either way, it's not going to fix, anything of what's going on with Michonne. Like, just, man, I'm just so happy she survived this episode, to begin with. I was right, my prediction was right. She does go find Rick, all that kind of stuff. I guess we were right, all of us that said that, she's going to survive, and I, me included, I'm super excited, and we pretty much nailed it with our prediction. She goes to find Rick. I didn't actually think we were going to see the CRM at the end, though, because I'm pretty sure that's who it was. But, still, either way, wow, guys, really amazing episode. So anyway, write your comments in the comment section below. If you're new here, of course, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And, of course, follow Dan's Walking Dead Reviews on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll catch you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. Predictions for episode 14, catch that, guys. And, of course, I will see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. We're gonna miss Michonne, but she is alive, and she's gonna go find Rick. So let's be excited and happy about that. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Anybody out there?